What's up, guys? I'm J-Dubb, and today we are talking about Olights. And I've got a question. If you guys watch some of my camping videos, you'll notice that I carry around a light with me all the time, and a lot of times it's this one. This is my go-to light. I carry this one to work with me. I've carried this thing everywhere. I absolutely love this light, and well, she's looking pretty rough. The first part of this video got lost. I'm not sure what happened. The video file corrupted, so we're having to reshoot it. So she's got some damage on it. If you want to see where this damage came from, though, stay tuned to the video because we did some testing on this. But I want to go through some of the features on it and show you this right now. So this is the Olight Seeker 3, and I really do enjoy this light. Like I said, I've carried this one around with me for a couple years. I think I bought it in 2021 or 2020. I don't remember. I'd have to look at my Amazon. I believe that's what it was, though. It was one of those 2 years, and I've carried this thing every day. It lives in my backpack or my pocket every day. Some of the things I like about this one is if you turn it on full blast and I get it close, did you see that? See how it dims? So this one has a little tiny dot up here at the top. If you see that dot, it is a proximity switch, which is really nice. If this thing is in your pocket and it cuts on, well, it's going to dim. That supposedly won't burn a hole in your pocket. It still gets pretty hot. It's going to burn it pretty well. But the problem with this light is let's say you're a police officer and you're wanting to look in someone's vehicle. The reason I use that example is I actually originally got this light for my dad for Father's Day one year, and he used it on patrol. When they would look in vehicles, though, the light would dim as you were trying to look through the glass of the car. So not really a good option for police officers if you're having to look through windows, because it'll pick it up and it'll dim. Is it a bad thing? Maybe, maybe not. He didn't like it. He liked the fact that his mag lights would shine all the way through. That being said, this is the Olight Seeker 3 Pro. Love this light. Super bright. I believe it's 4,200 lumens. If I'm wrong, I'll add it right there. But we have since, I want another light. So I got the Olight Seeker 4 Pro, and oh, right here, this one says it. So this one is 4,600 lumens, which really nice. Super nice light. If you look at the 3, let me show you a little thing. See how the 3 has these dots? So you turn that knob and you have your dots. So you have your battery on one side and your brightness on the other. I like how the 4 did theirs. So look at this. Once again, here's your, oops. Here's your brightness over here, or your battery over here, and your brightness over here. So let's see, can I show them to you together? Yeah, look at that. You can see how they changed that. And I really like the way it looks on here. The way they did that, from what I was reading, is they took and drilled little tiny holes to get that light to come through. So there's, I mean, thousands of little holes to make that. That's really cool. This one is just LED lights with a single hole. They both work just as well. So we're going to put these lights side by side. That is your height difference in the two. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. You see, so the 4 is the green one and the 3 is the black one. A little bit of height difference there, negligible. They both have the magnetic stuff. Do I have something? Of course, that's not magnetic. It's fake brass, but it's still not magnetic. I don't have anything magnetic with me, but you can stick them straight down. They will not, if this is your magnetic surface, they will not stick and hold like this. Actually, I've got a piece of metal in this. They won't hold themselves like this no matter what you stick on. I-beam, doesn't matter. Same with this one. The magnet's not strong enough. If you set it straight down, though, it will hold. 45-degree angle, it'll hold. It just will not hold vertical. That's something, I don't see people talking about that online. I wish it would. It will suspend itself, though. So if you had a vehicle, you could stick it up in there and it will hold itself upside down. Once again, your Seeker 3 is going to be this one. Your Seeker 4 is this one. Look at your charging ports. So this is your 3 and this one's your 4. You notice that the 4 has an extra ring. Now, that is because of how it charges. It comes with this cool little belt clip, which I really like, that has USB-C in it. Now, that is really convenient because you can stick this thing in here and charge your light now with USB-C. If you're like me, you've got hundreds of these things laying around. So now I can charge it in my vehicle but not take my magnetic charger in there. The light still came with a magnetic charger, all that, all the good stuff that Olight normally comes with, still there. Let's look, did they change the batteries? So we're still looking at a 5,000 milliamp battery. Let's check the 3. Is it a 5,000? I don't know. Yep, looks like they're running the exact same battery system. So that's good to know. The battery life on the 3 was really, really good. The 4, I haven't tested it really that hard. Like I said, I just got this one not that long ago. We did some abuse testing with them later on in this video and you'll see it, but so far, really, really enjoying these lights. Now, you remember how I said this 3, you get close to something, it dims. So the 4 doesn't do that. If I take it and I cut it on, full power, get close, nothing. It does get pretty hot. So the 4 doesn't do that. So if you are a police officer, you need to look through a window, bam, the 4 is your go-to. It also is nice. You could take this little clip and have it in your car, and it comes with another part I've got mounted to my wall, but you can take this clip it up in your car, in your police car, leave it plugged in all the time. When you're working, charge your light. When you need it, pull it out. Then you could wear it on your vest, whatever, anything like that. It'll be a really handy light for that. These things, super durable. You're not gonna break them. Well, you might break them, but you're gonna have to really try to break them. So the Seeker 3, I know I'm gonna get this question, will it charge in the 4's case? It'll fit in it, but no, it will not charge. If you look inside that, I don't know, can you see that? So if you look inside there, you can see it. That ring actually matches this outer ring. The magnetic charger matches your inner ring. So your magnetic charger will only do your inner ring, which, hey, it happens. You know, you get what you get. Another little tiny thing, the comfort grip doesn't go all the way around on the 3. It has a little bar here. It's got 2 pieces of the comfort grip. On the 4, the comfort grip went all the way around. Just a small thing. Is it noticeable? No, not really. Do I ever notice it? No, I don't. I've been carrying both these lights now for a little while. Definitely have a lot more use on this one and not as much on this one. Guys, let's go outside. Let's look at them. You know, it'll be dark here in a little bit. We'll check them out. We'll see what we think is brighter. I'm gonna let you know, I think the 3 is brighter. I believe it is 4,200 lumens. This one is 4,600 lumens. But this one just seems brighter to me. They are both 57 to 7,000 K on their color, so that is pretty fair with each other. I really like them. Let's get out of here and look at it though. All right guys, so we've made it out here to one of my favorite testing sites, and we are gonna be looking at this thing. Right now we have the Olight Seeker 4, be the first one we'll be looking at, and then we'll pull out the Seeker 3. So here is our full power. This is just right down the road where I live. See, that is maximum power. Let's put this thing on low power, as low as it can go. So there's your moonlight setting, and kind of see it's about as far as you can look, about 10 yard or about 10 foot. There's one up. We're just going to keep increasing the power. There we go. That is full power. So you got a lot of fog out here tonight, but you can see that's what it looks like. And man, that is incredible how far down the road you can actually see. Even with this fog out here tonight, you can still see it. So now we've got the Seeker 3, and we're gonna come right here, put it on our lowest setting, which is right there. This is your moonlight setting. And you can already see the moonlight setting is a lot brighter. Well, let's keep increasing it. And look at that. Full power right there. And I don't know if y'all guys can tell it, but it is a lot brighter. Guys, and remember that the Seeker 3 is supposed to be, I believe, 400 lumens less. And I swear it is brighter. And I know it's gonna be hard for y'all to see it in the video, but it is definitely brighter. So guys, that was the Seeker 3 and the Seeker 4. Let's go down here to the boat ramp and just see how this thing does. We're gonna drop them both in the water, make sure they're both waterproof, make sure they both still work. I don't think we're having any issues there. Maybe do a drop test of both of them and just see how they do. All right guys, so we've made it down here and we're at the water's edge, and I'm hoping to take these lights, we're just gonna throw them in the water. First off, we have the Seeker 3. We're gonna cut him on kind of a low power setting. Let's put him on moonlight. So he's on moonlight mode, and in the water you go. Now we have the Seeker 4. Put him on moonlight mode. All you gotta do is hold the button in. He'll go on moonlight mode. And in the water. So as you can see, both lights are underwater. Not really seeming to cause an issue. Give them a little shake. Knob feels really good. No issues. Once again, this one's a Seeker 3. I don't know if y'all can see that buoy out there, but see him out there? This is moonlight mode. And that is full power. And I don't know how far that is, maybe 100 yards. That's pretty good. You can see that buoy just as clear as day. We got another one over here. He's probably a little bit further. He's probably closer to 120. So he's out there a good little ways. And that's the Seeker 3. Lights still work on it. Everything works good. The button feels really well still. No issues there. Here's our Seeker 4. Come up. Wash him off. And so this button's a little crunchy. Yeah, he's a little crunchier. Let me blow him out. Yeah. Yeah, he's crunchy. This button's crunchy on the 4. So let's put him on moonlight mode. So he's on. See, he's on. Kind of look out there. You can see the buoy. Turbo mode. Bam. You know, he might be a little bit brighter. He looks a little brighter on this end. Once again, here's about our 120. Moonlight. And really not even picking up the buoy now. A little bit, but not much. Boom, there it is. Really good bright light. So what do I think? Well, I think the Seeker 3, I don't know. They're pretty close on the brightness. I wouldn't get too hung up on the lumens at all. You know, looking at it, Seeker 4, the button's a little crunchy after being underwater. Now, maybe a little piece of sand got in it. The more I work it, it's smoothing out now. Right now it feels pretty good. Let's go ahead, cut it on. You know, got it on. Yep, he seemed to do okay. Once again, the Seeker 3, no issues. Knob's not crunchy, it feels great. Good feeling light. Both appeared to do a nice little drop test. Let's come over here and just do a little test, make sure they're gonna hold up well. We got a little telephone pole here. Yep, he does all right. Here is our Seeker 4. Both lights seem to do good. I'm gonna get the Jeep over here. Let's run them over and see how they do. All right guys, the first part of this test will be the Seeker 3. We're gonna stick him under the tire first. It'll have the light on. The button is gonna be up facing the tire. Here we go. Seeker 4 will be the next one to get run over. Once again, button will be up, moonlight mode. And did we get them? Oh, the light went out. Oh, looks like one came back on. Let's get it here. Let's look at these. Let's cut the lights off. So far, working. Is it working? There we go, working. So both of these still working. Damage, yeah, a little bit. A little scuffed up, scratched up here, there. Not a big issue though, at all. I'm actually impressed. Any cracks in the lenses? Nothing? Yeah. Yeah. Wait till we get home. I'll show these to you in the sun or in the light in the house. But like, yeah, these look fine. Not a bit of issue at all. You did see the lights cut off. That was where the buttons were down, and I guess they got pressed. If you do push the buttons down, this one's on lockout mode. So if you push the button down, the light will go off. Same with this one. If you push the button down, the light will go off. I'm assuming the button got pushed. Not a big issue. No fault to the light at all. Which one am I liking the most so far? I don't know. I'm really fond of the Seeker 3 just because me and him have had a lot of time together. But this 4, I'm not seeing an issue with them. And now that they're scratched up, I'm not afraid to beat them up even more. Nothing like taking your lights and beating them up, being hard on them. You know, if you're gonna have equipment, you gotta test it. You wanna know where it fails at. And so far, I'm pretty happy with these. Yeah, they're great. All right, let's get home and I'll show you these lights in the house. All right, guys, so I told you we were gonna come in here and look at the lights. So first off, we have our Olight Seeker 3. Let's look at some of the damage. So a little damage on the tail cap here. Not a whole lot. I mean, it's a little rough here. I'll take a file, knock it down, but nothing bad. Middle of the body, nothing. Nothing at all. Not a scratch. Up here by, there we go, bezel, all that looks good. Little slight damage, but nothing rough, nothing too sharp, and no cracks. That was the big one, no cracks. The light's still waterproof, everything still looks good. So now we have our Olight Seeker 4. And once again, a little tore up back here on the back where it landed a few times. It hit pretty hard on the back. The back is the heaviest part, so when you drop it, it's gonna normally drop with the back down. The middle of it, nothing, not a scratch. You gotta remember that, guys, this thing got ran over by a Jeep Wrangler with a diesel engine. The button, any damage? So here's our button. Yep, no damage there. Got a little bit of a nick on the high spot, another little nick on the high spot, but nothing. Looks great. Up here on the bezel, oh yeah, she got tore up a little bit. But is it damaged? Cosmetically damaged. The light, the glass, no cracks. So, damage-wise, I don't know. What do you think? I think it's just fine. Not a big issue, no big deal. They both got cosmetic damage, which we expected that. We ran it over with a Jeep Wrangler that weighs, I don't even know. Let's see, what does a 2021 Jeep Wrangler Eco Diesel weigh?
The 2021 Jeep Wrangler weight varies between 3,948 pounds to 5,103 pounds, depending on the configuration. This answer is from BillLuke.com.
Okay, so between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds is what the Wrangler weighs, so pretty heavy vehicle. I would say we're closer to the 5,000 with the diesel engine. Could be wrong, maybe it's not. But guys, that took a pretty good, that's a lot of weight on a flashlight. And they give it, that's only a quarter of the weight because we only did one tire. It's not all of the weight, but still held up fine. And the lights, I mean, I've dropped them several times. They're still working. Everything works great. Would I recommend them? Yeah, I highly recommend Olight. I've got several. I think I've got 7 of their lights now. Every one of them, great. I've got one that stays in my FUPA for my EDC. It's an orange one. It's a lot smaller. It carries a little bit better than these big ones, especially with my airsoft being in there. My airsofts, bam, Olight's right on the end of them. I have no issues with them. They work great. I like the rechargeable factor too. I know some people don't like rechargeable lights. I'm used to it. I use them at work. I'll recharge them. If I need the light, they're always charged. I don't have to worry about dead batteries because I have a routine where I constantly am charging them. Will my batteries last forever? Probably not. But the cool thing about it is, Olight sells these batteries. So if, 5 years down the road, this battery just doesn't hold a charge, buy a new one, and I've got a brand new light again that's ready to go. So, do I recommend them over my stream lights? Yeah, I like my Olights better than my stream lights for the rechargeability factor of them. Do I recommend them over my Surefires? That's a hard decision. But yeah, these have become my everyday carry. My Surefires sit over there in the gun cabinet. I don't use them anymore. So if you want to pick up one of these lights, I'll throw them in my Amazon store. It doesn't cost you a dime. We do get a little bit of kickback from it. We get some commission off of it. Like I said, it doesn't cost you a dime. It actually takes a little bit of money away from Amazon. So gives it to us, lets us keep doing these type of videos. So, you know, first link in the description below will send you to that. And you can check these lights out. Highly recommend the 4 and the 3. Can't go wrong with either one of them. They're both really good lights. Once again, if you're in law enforcement, I would recommend the 4 just for the fact you can look through windows a little easier. If you're not in law enforcement though, the 3 is a little bit cheaper. So, yeah, I'd get the 3. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And like always, take someone outdoors.